Right, we're back live with you tonight on In Focus. 3-year-old Neyamiah Eaton from Bloemhof lost her life after her power-operated oxygen machine stopped working due to extended power outages in the area. City Power has since urged consumers with such medical conditions to have backup power in case of an emergency. However, questions are still being asked by Neyamiah's family as to why their daughter had to succumb to such an avoidable death. Newzroom Afrika's Zola Sholwana filed this report.
3-year-old Neyamiah could have been alive if there weren't unplanned power cuts in Bloemhof. This is according to the toddler's family. The toddler had a viral infection that subjected her to difficulty in breathing, leading her to relying on a backup power-operated oxygen cylinder. The disgruntled father demands answers.
People are dying. People are just suffering to keep their loved ones alive. And now we sit to collect my daughter's ashes. I'm just trying to wonder, or like they need to give us an answer as to how people survive. Since they say, okay, we must have backups and stuff like that. So do they ever know how long these backups last? That they do not last 3-4 days in a row, at a time. So they just need to understand that we cannot live like this. And we need answers as to what are they going to do about it, because this is their responsibility to supply us with our basic right. So the funeral happened on the Wednesday. We had no power from the Monday till the Thursday. So even with visitors and stuff like that coming to Joburg, we had no power to look after them, and we had to resort to trying to find other ways of them bathing, eating, just living while they were here.
City Power released a statement urging people with health difficulties that required uninterrupted power supply to find alternative backup plans for such unforeseen events.
How do we charge this backup power when there's no power for 4 days and stuff in a row? It doesn't even make any sense for them to even suggest it. And people should not be trying to live on backup power.
In response to questions from Neyamiah Eaton's family on how they are supposed to keep their daughter alive without power for days, the power utility spokesperson speaks about the day in question and outlined the challenges they have, which result in residents remaining in the dark.
We are really saddened ourselves as City Power if it gets to a point where people lose their lives because of the problems with power outages. And we did investigate what really happened on the day in question. And the reasons why we didn't have power in Bloemhof was because there was a planned maintenance. And normally when we've got planned maintenance, by law we're supposed to communicate that to the community at least 14 days prior. So after the planned maintenance, the electricity came back, but it tripped later because of the overloading in the area that happened. The street where the child stays was also one of those that were affected.
The family is now faced with the reality of living another day without their only child, saying leaders are not doing anything to better the situation. Neyamiah's father hopes that his daughter's story will be a wake-up call for authorities to realize the damage these power cuts have done to families.
Now that she's gone, it's like we're left with this emptiness. It's like, okay, I don't even know why we need to continue living, because what we lived for is gone. The lack of empathy, the lack of sympathy. Their silence is deafening. Do they even care? Let's just hope. Let's just wait for it to blow over until the next story, or are we just a story?
Even after collecting their daughter's ashes, Eaton's family still believes that this could have been avoided. As it stands, they are still left without electricity. For Newzroom Afrika, Channel 405, I am Zola Sholwana in Johannesburg.